EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll put Addison in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
The ball carrier on number 18. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And that'll set up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to... Jordan, the veteran, in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That's hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. That's how to dig yourself out of a hole. A pickup of 18. Much more manageable. 3rd and 2 coming up.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Slayton is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first model.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. And a good run there. They'll get him 5 yards.
He's brought down on the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They give it, and it's 4. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is hard. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Browns. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Makes the score Browns 14. Vikings 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll stay on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Second down and 8. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. McCarthy going to look to throw again. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. The Vikings are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, faking the give. That's caught by Ford.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. He's going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. On the handoff, Ford. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half, about to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
This throw left is complete with Judy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play.
And he will score. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to open?
That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now let's check on the flag. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle. Here's 4. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
His kick is good. Makes the score Browns 28, Vikings 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's... Pick 6 for touchdown. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Howell. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw with Howell. He'll get this out to his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Howell. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Howell. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
Vikings 7.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Howell. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.